Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here with some fascinating, interesting ESP cards from the 1930s, I believe these are from. This is developed by the Parapsychology Laboratory at Duke University. ESP cards for testing extrasensory perception. The bottom it says, made in the USA, and I believe there's a copyright. There we go. I thought I saw a copyright thing. There we go. Copyright by J.B. Rhine. So you can see how these are actually, and here's the back of the box here to show you this. Show the front again. I have my tripod. ESP cards. I don't know if that's a building at Duke University or not. Now, here's the cards themselves. Now, these pop up from time to time. As I said, they're usually from the 30s. These are actually sold during a radio show that was doing ESP experiments, and people would send in for these cards, and they were made available. I'm not sure how more distributed they were, but here's the actual backs of the cards. So you can see that there's nothing special about these. These are just basically playing card size cards. And on the other side, of course, you have the ESP symbols. Let me turn these over. And these are the original cards. These are the copyrighted designs. These have been copied many, many times by lots of people. And, it's all pretty much the same. Actually, it's best not to use these kind of boring symbols too much. But I mean, this is the classic. We always recommend people use ESP cards to start off with. People think about this in terms of that's what others did. But it's as simple as that. Here's your design. Square, wiggly lines, star, cross, and circle. So here's your basic 5 cards that make up the set. And as you can see, there's nothing special about them, but this is the authentic, the original. This is what bored people to death and got very bad results when they used them over and over again. Is there a, I guess there is no triangle in here. I don't see any triangle or other ones. So those are the only, so you've got these 5 designs. And as I mentioned, this is the classic. So these are the ones that were produced in 1939, I believe. And as he said, used on radio when they were doing different tests. People would send in for the cards, and then they would do tests on the radio to see how psychic people were. So those were the good old days that draw a lot of attention. I'm looking for those old radio shows, or if anybody can find them, let me know, because it certainly would be part of history to be able to rebroadcast those or have copies of them so that the rest of the public can actually see what went on in those shows. From what I understand, it was very successful, but J.B. Rhine pulled out. It got to Hollywood. They brought other people in. There's a whole gossipy story to it. As is usual with anything to deal with this area, is constantly being suppressed and harassed by large numbers of people because they fear personal empowerment. Until next time.